Good afternoon. This is Kara Romano, Executive Editor of CGT, here at our Business and Technology Leadership Conference in Orlando in 2014. I am here with Alexia Howard, who just finished her presentation to some rave reviews. So if you could share with the folks back home just some of the highlights that you went through. You shared some really interesting perspectives on food trends in the industry and how that's affecting their performance. So just a few of the highlights.
Absolutely. So basically there's a lot of change going on in packaged food today. One of the things that's really going on is disruption. We've got the rise of social networking that's really leading to some cataclysmic changes in the world of packaged food. So if you think about it, millennial mums, they're only 11% of US adults, but they probably make decisions for about a third of meals that are eaten at home. And they're getting information, they're being bombarded with information about packaged food all across the internet from their peers, from blog sites and so on. They're changing their attitudes towards what's good to feed their families. They're worried about artificial ingredients. We're seeing the rise of niche brands. Millennial consumers are a lot less loyal than the baby boomers to big American brands. And so we're seeing the rise of brands like Chobani Greek yogurt or Kind snack bars that are really taking over their categories. This is a whole new landscape. This is not the packaged food landscape of 10, 20 years ago where product life cycles were very slow and you could take your time to make decisions and connect with consumer. Now these changes are happening so quickly that companies really need to have the flexibility to adapt or they're going to get lost.
Okay, so you talked a lot during your talk. Once you went through the trends, you talked about some real implications for supply chain and for marketing, groups that really need to come together, as we've heard a lot about this morning already. So can you share a little bit about how that connected, or being the connected company, obviously the theme of this conference, really helps companies? Maybe some anecdotes about who's done that well.
Yeah, I think companies like McCormick have done particularly well. Their products actually lend themselves to a sort of healthy eating life cycle. And so people are actually reaching out, or that company is reaching out and saying, with their flavor print example, they're saying, you know, what foods do you like? Let's actually pick up on what taste and trend profiles do you like? Really reaching out beyond just reacting to orders and shipment signals, but actually going out into big data, into what the consumer is telling each other online, and really trying to mine that information in a more effective way. We're also seeing companies actually become more streamlined in their product portfolio. So Mondelez's efforts to reduce the product range of Tang across the whole of Latin America by saying, whoa, wait a second, we've got way too many product specifications and flavor varieties across too many suppliers, and really trying to streamline it down and say we only need one supplier, a much more simplified flavor variety. That's really going to cut the costs back an awful lot and actually allow consumers to stay in touch with what, help the companies stay in touch with what the consumer wants. I think a lot of other companies are trying to react to some of these online shifts. Some of them are doing better than others, frankly, but people are really trying to learn. And it's not just with the consumers using social networking, it's also using these new technologies to become more connected with your suppliers and with your direct retail customers as well. There needs to be a lot more collaboration. I think in the past it has been a lot more arm's length, and those interactions do need to become a lot more transparent. There needs to be a lot more sharing. Otherwise, this shift in the balance of power into the hands of the consumers is really going to become a problem.
So you use the word collaboration. When you hear connected company, is that what you equate it to?
Yes, but I think it's maybe not just your typical sort of reaching out one dimension or one degree of separation away. It's actually becoming much more outward focused and really looking around out into the consumer environment more broadly and into the supplier environment more broadly to get more interaction going.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I appreciate your presentation and your time this afternoon.
Absolutely. Cheers, Kara. Thank you.